Why don't senior poets ever play hide and seek? Because good luck hiding when you feel an urge to write a haiku about the sunset. And now, let us explore 11 practical tips on poetry for seniors. Tip 1. Don't be intimidated. Many seniors hesitate to write poetry because they think they're not creative enough, or that they must follow strict rules and formats. Indeed, some poetry does follow rules, but there's also free verse, which is fluid and nonconformist. If you can create a sentence, you can create a poem. Just let your thoughts flow freely on the paper. Tip 2. Write what you know. Using personal experiences and feelings often makes the most powerful poetry. Write about your memories, your love, your pain, your hopes, your fears. Poetry is the language of emotion, and who has more emotional depth than those who have lived longer? Tip 3. Practice regularly. Poetry isn't a skill that comes instantly, even for the most talented writers, but like many things, it gets easier and better with practice. Dedicate a particular time of day to writing your poems to cultivate the habit. Tip 4. Read widely. Broadening your reading scope can not only inspire you but also subtly teach you different writing styles and techniques. Try reading different types of poetry from various eras, cultures and authors. Tip 5. Play with language. Poetry isn't just about the meaning of the words, it's about how those words sound, the rhythm they create, the pictures they paint in the mind. Experiment with different words, sounds and imagery to give your poetry depth and richness. Tip 6. Keep it simple. While it's good to experiment with language, it's equally important to keep your poetry comprehensible. Steer clear of archaic language and overly complex words that can alienate readers and make your poems hard to understand. Tip 7. Use metaphors and similes. These tools can help embellish your poetry, making it deeply expressive and rich. They not only create vivid imagery, but also help to convey emotions more effectively. Tip 8. Edit. Writing is rewriting. After letting your poem sit for a day or two, return to it with fresh eyes. Look for any superfluities or unclear phrases. Make sure every word, every line, adds to the poem in some essential way. Tip 9. Join a poetry group or workshop. Feedback from other poets can be incredibly helpful. They can provide constructive criticism, boost your morale, and inspire you with their work. It's also a great way to socially connect. Tip 10. Stay truthful to your voice. It's easy to lose your own voice when you're reading and appreciating works of other poets. However, your unique voice and perspective is what makes your poetry special. Tip 11. Enjoy the process. Don't let worries about being good enough take away the joy of creating. Write poems not with an aim to impress others, but for the sheer joy you derive from penning your thoughts. Poetry should be a means of self-expression and catharsis, not stress.